Tell me about yourself. What kind of details can you provide to give me a better understanding of what sort of person you are?
Um, I could describe. That's quite a broad question because I don't know, constantly like mulling over that. But I think I would describe myself as quite. Um, I would say I am quite a sort of shy person mostly with most people. And I'm someone who can have an outgoing streak, but mostly around the comfort of people like for close friends and stuff like that, or like just people who I gel with, or just get a good like vibe with. Um, I'm I'm quite into like arts and music, stuff like that. I like sort of tangible creative stuff is like what I aspire um to create and um yeah, and I don't know, I'd say I'm quite like a realistic person in my like beliefs. Um, so yeah, that's how I'd like describe myself in like a very sort of like broad manner.
How old are you?
24.
24, you said?
24, yeah.
What did you for a living?
Um, well, I'm just getting a new job at the moment for a living. I don't really sort of I'm not made like a stable living yet. I'm sort of like still a student, so still sort of do still like sorting that out. Like doing my final year and then I'll sort of like move on to everything else.
What are you studying?
I'm studying sound design, so it's like basically just like manipulating sounds and creating. It could be for like games, movies, or just simply just like enjoyment of music production and making soundtracks.
What do you like and dislike about sound design?
Um, I like that I have like creative free reign on what I'm making. I don't. Yeah, I like that I just have like the creative control to sort of like construct whatever I feel like constructing. Um, when I have the motivation to do it. It's all dependent on motivation. But I can sort of, yeah, I enjoy that I can make something that is just, kind of out there, interesting, and sort of the feeling of having created something like, and then getting the recognition for that is quite interesting. Like I quite enjoy that.
So what kinds of things do you create?
I'm mostly into like music production. So. It's yeah, just like anything like where I can just create my own productions and build a portfolio on that. So I enjoy that. Um, like when I'm feeling like super creative. Um, so yeah, no, I like creating stuff like that. I'm not really into the idea of. I mean, I would be okay if it was like I'd make decent money from it. But I'm not really into that. I'm not aspiring to make a career out of like audio engineering or anything like that, like code or something where it's sort of like my own creative sort of image rather than sort of behind the scenes type thing.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit there. You wanted to make your own. Um, you want to be
Yeah,
the face of your creative work as opposed to
yeah,
being behind the
definitely.
scenes. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of music do you make?
I make like drum and bass, some industrial, um, and yeah, I just like mess around sort of like with like Logic Pro X and sort of add some. Sometimes I do some like I dabble in guitar, so I'll like do some like riffs and stuff like that. I like sort of like found sound recordings and like editing the sounds to create fun like productions out of it. Um, so yeah, just anything sort of like quite abrasive, industrial sounding, or like some like heavy sort of like drum and bass stuff. It's like the general kind of ballpark of like the type of stuff that I make.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
That's yeah, that's an interesting question. I'm hoping that I will actually have made enough of a decent whack and go at my sort of music, hopefully a music career. So that's kind of like what I want. Because I don't really want to waste too much time um by not actually putting that into fruition. Because I think I would like kick myself. But it's just a case of getting like the motivation to actually apply myself and actually do it. Um, that's like the probably the biggest goal. But I don't really spend a lot of time really thinking that much about I don't know where I see myself that far down the line, even though I know what I'm sort of destined to work towards or what kind of um what kind of like arc I'm in my life, like what type of like point like phase I'm in during my life. I sometimes just get distracted by like the more like near future stuff sometimes. Um, but yeah, that's my answer.
Um, what would a career doing your own music look like to you?
Um, I would say it would look like, I guess just making stuff that I'm happy with, like ultimately, like, and getting it out there in like an image type of way, like sort of like my own sort of creative image, and sort of I don't know, just getting like that sort of like back and forth of like putting it out there, what people's take on it is. I guess it's not like so much on like focused on that, but it's kind of like just getting it, getting something creative, just like done that I'm like happy with, just getting it out there, I think.
How much do you like performing for people?
I like performing for people, provided that it's, um, I mean, I get a bit nervous about it. So yeah, the sort of anxiety can often um, prohibit me maybe um, really going out there and sort of like doing it that much. But there's been like a few times where I've like just done like DJ sets, and I kind of get a thrill out of that. Like if it's like goes to plan and everything goes like well, and I like don't fuck up or whatever. Like it's pretty good. Like I kind of enjoy the in the experience of it. I think it's quite yeah. I think performing is good. It's something I would want to do. I wouldn't want to just not perform entirely.
Yeah, because some musicians don't, and probably in a lot of cases, people who go that route have a, you know, it's less traditional and there's less opportunities for networking and also to be seen. And so you need to be very good at what you do typically in order to make money in any way doing that. Although, you
Definitely,
need to
you,
be generally good at what you do to make money anyway.
you
Or,
definitely
well,
do.
debatable.
Um, I agree. It's kind of as well. It's like a bit of with music industry. It's kind of a bit like I guess it's like a right timing thing as well. Like it's all about like when people like hit it like really well. That like they've usually kind of done the right thing at the right point, or there's a reason for why it's kind of succeeded. Um, I don't know if I really care about it being overly popular. Um, I don't mind it being sort of like a niche, like kind of like culture, or like an underground like club culture or something. Um, but to actually make a living out of like music creation or arts is like very tricky. Like there's only like a few that I think sort of make it to that sort of like level. Um, I think I would have to like get like another job as well that would like sustain me as well, whilst I sort of like do the things I also really want to do.
Just like any job, you don't particularly care about what other work you might be doing.
As long as I like don't completely detest it, then it's fine. As long as it would pay the bills and kind of give me the freedom to appreciate many other things that's around and just have a stable lifestyle.